Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack, and this is very surprising. Not only with the Supreme Court cracking down on the left with the whole right to sell, the right to discriminate based on merit and not on race. So, well, the Wokies are ruin, and that's music to my ears. But why I'm showing you this now? Because this is something related to the feminists. This is something related to women. And honestly, when I heard this phrase, I absolutely agreed with it. If you want to fix men problem, you have to make it women's problem. So there you have it. Florida new alimony overhaul bill SB 1416 kills permanent alimony. What the bill does. 4 bills and a decade of emotional clashes later, Governor Ron DeSantis signed a new Florida law that will overhaul the state alimony laws, including ending what is known as permanent alimony. DeSantis signed the new measure, SB 1416, into law on Friday, a year after he vetoed a similar bill that would have also eliminated permanent alimony, while also setting up a formula for alimony amounts based on the length of the marriage. Wow. So yeah, so they cannot do that fucking fraud that women do nowadays, where they just marry to a guy, destroy him, and then divorce him while they are receiving 100% of his salary. For once, the this even though DeSantis is a threat cause is from the control oppositions, he did something right here. SB is the fourth bill is kinda aimed to kill permanent alimony in the past decade, along with the 22 version DeSantis vetoed last year. Oh, sorry, we read that this year. Florida new alimony law went into effect Saturday, and not only does away with permanent alimony, but it also sets a 5-year limit on what is known as rehabilitative alimony, allows alimony payers to seek modifications under certain conditions and more. Here's what you need to know. So, women, even if these dudes end up now doing it what you were doing to them, I'm not feeling sorry for you. Seriously, I'm not feeling sorry for you. You abused the system, and now the system is coming at you. I'm fucking loving it. The first section of SB 1416 introduced new language to Florida statutes 61.08 that outlines alimony as temporary and striking reference to its former permanent nature. But after many decades, because they are desperate, they are so fucking desperate because these traffickers know perfectly well what the left has been doing now. The population, they need new families coming out. They need more kids. More these families. They need these families to have kids. Why they need them? Because it goes to public school. It's money. It's just to keep running a country. They know they are on the verge of collapse, and well, for once, they do something correct, something right for once, and you know what? We're going to end permanent alimony because I know these dudes, because of this shit, they are not going to get married, and women need to a reality check, and there you have it. So it will allow judges to reduce or terminate alimony support or maintenance payments after considering several factors, such as the age and health. Yeah, because funny how they always consider the health of the woman, and the guy just keeps getting screwed up, and they always tell him, "Man up, you have to man up." Let's continue. Of the person who makes payments, the customary retirement age of the person occupation, the economic impact a reduction in alimony will have on the recipient of the payments, and motivation for retirement and likelihood of returning to work. So yeah, if these bitches keep falsely accusing only to make them get fired from their works, hey, but how are you supposed to pay you money? You're going to jail. No, with this shit, at least the courts now to fucking put attention to this. They need to put attention to this only because you know them well when this shit happen, even if they actually complete the life in jail because of the alimony, they are going to keep throwing them in jail. Why? Because the permanent alimony. But well, at least in Florida is it's over. The four types of alimony the state now recognize are temporary: bridge the gap, rehabilitative, now capped at 5 years, and durational. The party seeking alimony must provide burden of proof. The second section of the SB states that parties seeking support maintenance or alimony now has the burden of providing their need support. You know why? Because you have this fucking host screwing up the guy, crying crocodile tears at the judge being a cock, this is a dude. They are just saying, "Yes, Queen, you deserve everything. You are a victim of this monster." And now they are just giving them all of them to her, even though she is just wasting it in fucking shit. Oh, this is nice. What is permanent alimony? Well, sorry for that. I don't know what happened. Permanent alimony is what its name suggests, a permanent form of alimony that fucking mouse. Perma- Permanent alimony is what its name suggests, a permanent form of alimony that is paid until the spouse receiving the benefits pass away. Remarriages, which even though they remarried, they they just fucking lie and say, no, I'm not, I'm still not married. He owes me alimony. Because yeah, they go to another state. They go to another state yeah because they have that facility in the US, and that's fucking stupid. How even though you have the facility to leave the previous state where you were married, how is that there's not a follow up of this whole legal system? Seriously. Before the new law went into effect on Saturday, Florida was one of the only 7 states that allowed permanent alimony. Other states that allowed it include Connecticut, New Jersey, North Carolina, Oregon, Vermont, and West Virginia. And now SB adds new considerations for alimony awards. Florida's SB adds several new considerations court must now factor when determining whether or not to award alimony. Courts must lay out findings of the fact for the type of alimony awarded and serve as the basis of the ledge of the type any reward is due. Because yeah, nowadays is in with this marriage, women they have the mentality of yeah, your money, my money, my money. And when they eventually get divorced, it's still going that way. Seriously, this needs to end. And if they put this law through every single state, I'm sorry, but I'm just being optimistic because you have the coming for instance who will not allow that. It codifies many aspects of the law, including the burden of proof, but also the payer's ability to pay, and all the special circumstances that must be met to secure alimony with life insurance. So yeah, because with this whole economy, with the US is collapsing, many people are losing their jobs, and these women are just keep falsely accusing the dude only to get the biggest benefit from that, even though there is no benefit, they are just screwing up. Well, they feel joy. They are evil. The new bill also requires courts to anticipate the needs and necessities after the divorce, not just the lifestyle during the marriage. Yes, because yeah, I provided everything, and now they say yeah, she was into this derangement. And here's the follow on mental health. This one is what bothers me because that's where most women, let's be clear here, they they operate on emotion. I don't know how they're going to actually circumvent this or actually verify this because they can lie as easily as they breathe. The permanent or temporary status of party mental health condition, a party ability to obtain skills or duration to contribute to survival, the economic repercussions of adultery and more. Yeah, because well, if it's adultery there, yeah, that doesn't change. Durational alimony. The new law caps durational alimony to 3 years or less, and those terms are limited based on the duration of the marriage, with certain exceptions, and may not exceed the lesser of the obligated reasonable need or 35% of the difference between the parties' incomes, because no, sometimes it's just everything. They cap it to certain amounts of money, and that money is not like the dude is actually earning. Change to retirement. Ex-spouses making alimony payments will now have to proceed process where they can seek modifications to alimony agreements when they want to retire. What will happen to existing alimony agreements? Senate bill sponsor Joe Groders, Air Sarasota, sorry, I hope that spelled that correctly, has stated that the new law will not unconstitutionally affect existing alimony settlements. So what you can do right now under case law? We now codify all those laws and make that the rule of law. So we basically just solidify that. So from a retroactive standpoint, no, because if anything could be modified before, it's still modifiable. If it's a non-modifiable agreement, you still can't modify that agreement. So well, Charlie, for the guys getting screwed up by this, they still fuck. That's what I say why these Stratcots are now pushing for this. Is because they know them well this house where destroyed man's life. And now they know them well new families are not coming up. They are not getting married anymore. And they need a safeguard to make them keeping those babies because they know they are going to collapse. But well, I could hear I could be cynical, too little, too late. But well, let's see how this falls because they are getting screwed up. Birth rates are lowering, but the inflation keeps skyrocketing. That's pretty much everything. I hope you have a pretty good day.